Good morning and welcome back. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Douglas.
And I'm Alistair. And this is the Highland Hikers.
So you're joining us about 15-20 minutes into our day 3 walk. And you can see we've got a lovely view of Loch Awe behind us. So what does that mean we're doing today, Alistair?
Yeah, today we're going up a pretty mighty hill. Today we're heading up Ben Cruachan and Stob Daimh. So kind of looking forward to this again, although having done yesterday, my legs are already a wee bit sore, and this is my first multi-day walk over a weekend. So I'm a wee bit nervous about how I'll manage to cope with it, but fingers crossed.
I think you'll be fine. I mean, day 2 always feels the hardest when you're doing these. I'm on day 3 now and I feel better than I did yesterday. So what you should do is do another walk tomorrow. But certainly today's walk is the longest and toughest of the 3. So we're at 14 kilometres and 1,376 metres of ascent for today's walk, and suggested time is between 7 to 9 hours. So it is certainly a longer one, but it should be a good one. We've had a really steep ascent to get up to this point, haven't we?
Yeah, I think it's going to continue for a wee while longer, looking up the hill. It's behind the camera, and then after that it flattens off for a good portion until we get to the other end of the reservoir. So we're going to pass Cruachan? Cruachan Dam as well, so that's going to be quite interesting, getting up and close with another dam like we did at Ben Vorlich.
Yeah, no, it should be good. The first part of the walk, you start off next to Falls of Cruachan train station. You cross under the railway line and then you've got a really steep climb out from there. But as Alistair says, it should flatten off soon, but then we'll have another steep ascent up to Cruachan itself. Should we continue on to the dam and we'll maybe catch up there?
Yes, we shall, and we'll try and avoid the damn good jokes.
Can't promise anything though.
Yeah, not what to give about. See you soon. So that's us made it to the end of the reservoir, and we are now about to start this almighty climb up, which I'm dreading. It looks massive, but there's quite a wee interesting thing at the end of the loch here, which probably got me a wee more excited than you, I think. But
yeah, it looks like there's some sort of filming going on just now, and we think Empire related perhaps?
Potentially.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you can recognise it about me, man. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so if you've maybe put a wee comment below if you can think of any Star Wars things that are being filmed just now.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I can think of is the Cruachan and Andor series, but I might be completely wrong on that one.
Who knows? Right, should we continue on with this pretty steep climb? It looks like up into the clouds.
Yeah, it does, and I think might be getting the jackets on soon. Anyway, we'll see you further up the hill.
Well, we've just made it up to the Bealach before the final push up to the summit of Cruachan itself. How did you find the ascent coming up there?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I actually felt a lot worse going from the road at the beginning up to the dam. That was really not feeling too good at that point. But it's steep, but it's not incredibly steep where you're absolutely gasping. We made good steady pace up there, I felt.
Yeah, I think it was good progress, and now, as I say, we're at the Bealach and we've got about 300 metres to go to the summit now, but it's a kind of easier ascent. I think there's a wee short steep bit behind us, and then it's relatively straightforward to the summit. Yeah, it's got a bit cold as well, unfortunately, and the clouds not quite lifting, so we'll keep our fingers crossed that we see something at the top today. But oh, excuse me, I think I won't be disappointed if I don't get a view today, given the glorious weather we've had in one of our walks so far. So, but yeah, let's crack on from here, I think, and we'll get to the top.
So that's us made it to the top of Ben Cruachan. Certainly a bit easier going than I was expecting, and I'm quite happy to get up here, but the views are non-existent.
No, completely covered in cloud. A height of 1,127 metres just now, so apparently the views are good, obviously, you know, if we can see something, but completely covered in cloud just now. So yeah, not much we can see, but maybe it'll clear when we descend to the ridge between the two hills.
Yeah, we got glimpses of the ridge just at the last bit coming up there, but yeah, hopefully we'll get to see something. I prefer to after climbing all this way. Oh, it looks quite steep down that way. I don't fancy going down it. Look, show them.
Well, it's okay, we're not going down that way, but what we have got to a point is, you can see this rocky outcrop behind us. What we want to do is go up and over that. There is a bypass path just round to the left, but it's actually kind of more tricky to take the bypass path. You want to stick to the crest of the ridge and head along that. So I know Alistair's looking a bit worried right now, but really it's not that bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh god. Right, I'm going. It's not actually that easy. Okay, so that's the bypass path then, you see?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just said.
Spider-Man. So we've come out of the cloud now as we're heading along the ridge between Ben Cruachan and Stob Daimh. And one thing we didn't mention about Cruachan is, whilst the name means the conical hill, it's also known as the hollow mountain.
Yeah, there is, it's probably well known fact that the mountain basically has a power station built underneath it, which is fed from the dam behind us. These massive big inlets just power these generators, and been looking up some info about it. You were saying like about the black start?
Yeah, so it's one of only 4 pump storage power stations in the UK, and the idea is that you've got the Cruachan reservoir down behind us, and that can let water run down through the big water pipes into the turbines underneath the mountain, and then that feeds back out into Loch Awe. But when there's surplus electricity in the grid, they then pump the water back up from Loch Awe to the reservoir, and it means that this power station can actually black start the national grid. So if there's a complete failure and shutdown, this has the capability to get everything going again.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty epic. I mean the fact that they're pumping water back up to it is pretty cool. And,
well, should we continue along with the ridge walk and get to the second Munro then?
Yes, we shall.
Awesome.
So that's us made it to the top of Stob Daimh at a height of
998 metres, so just shy of the 1,000 metre mark, but absolutely stunning views, particularly looking back along the ridge to Cruachan.
Yeah, it looks absolutely amazing. I know there's only just over 100 metres difference in height between the two, but that one looks just so much taller. It's just breathtaking being here today.
Yeah, I think it's the rocky conical shape of it just makes it look that much more dramatic, I guess.
Yeah, it just feels like a special day, man.
Yeah, and now for me, so these are 2 that I've done before, although when I did Cruachan, it was terrible snowy conditions and had to abort coming over to this one.
Yeah.
So then I came back a few months later and did this one separately, so it's been really good to do the proper route for the both of them this time. I really enjoyed that ridge crossing.
Yeah. So this is 22 and 23 for me now, so almost at 10% of them, you know.
Cool, well, shall we head back down towards the reservoir then?
Yeah, let's head back down there and see what we can see.
Awesome. So I'm just on the descent back down to the reservoir just now, and I seem to have lost Alistair and the others. There's not a well marked path at the point where you start descending, so it's quite easy to just head down the grass and make your own way, but I seem to have found a faint path now, which is good. The main thing you want to do is make sure you keep this gorge behind me on your left hand side as you're descending. You do cross over it near the bottom, but certainly keep on the right hand side of it as you are going down, because there's not any path on the other side. It looks very steep, so yeah, keep on this side of it as you're descending, and then you will cross over as you get down towards Cruachan Reservoir.
So that's us at the Cruachan Dam. Not got too far to go before we get back to the start, but I think we're going to wrap things up about here just now. The rain's coming on a wee bit, and I think we're kind of leaving the best in the scenery behind us, which, you know, it's been absolutely amazing all day.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you've seen the ascent, so we don't need to show you the descent back down there again, but yeah, I've got a fabulous view of the horseshoe behind us, of the ridge connecting the two peaks of Ben Cruachan and Stob Daimh. That was a really good walk.
Yeah, I think we were a wee bit worried going up that we might not see anything at all today, but no, it cleared up once we came off the summit of Ben Cruachan, and coming down that ridge with the cloud just away, it was spectacular.
Aye.
I thought the ridge at Mulnan Tarmachan was good, but well, this was just so much better.
Would you say it was a damn good walk?
Oh, I'm not going to start. Oh, pure jokes, man, already.
Well, there you go. But no, that was third day of walking. Legs are holding up quite good. How about yours on the second day?
Yeah, I'm not feeling too bad. I was a bit gassed at points today, but we took our time. Thankfully, he didn't leave me behind at any point, but yeah, I'm not sure I could have done a third day.
Aye.
You know, I'm getting there in the end. I think there will be at least 3 day walks, or 3 days worth of walking in a row coming in the future.
Aye, so that concludes our wee series for our trip to Oban. If you enjoyed the videos, you know, feel free to give them a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel as well if you like what you've seen. Yeah. And the next one, we don't know where it'll be yet, do we? No, we've not got anything planned after this one, so we'll see where our feet take us, I think. Aye. And on that note, thanks very much for watching. Yep, see you later.